diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We've got clear skies and brisk temperatures. You know what that is? That's perfect fall football weather here at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Mack. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season. James Conner gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. You think back to all the big games that Big Ben has had over the years in his NFL career, and numbers-wise, his biggest game came against these Indianapolis Colts. That was in October 2014. The numbers from that, gosh, video game-like, 522 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a 51-34 Steeler win in Pittsburgh.
At the 48-yard line.
Set! 180! Check 53! Man out, man out, man out, man out!
A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Do it!
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Colts.
Set! 250! Watch it, 5! Here we go.
Stafford on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Indianapolis.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's see what you got.
Now Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it second down and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give running right is Mack. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Bud Dupree drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They can't hang with us. Check.
On second down, Samuels. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
55. Record. Deuce. Watch the ship.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down, Smallwood. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Blue 30. 53, Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Watch the safety creep. Alert, alert. Slam. Kill. Sham. Check the backer.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
32. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. And the Colts first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This a give to Mack running to the right.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Check 9. Check.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Set! Like 80! They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Middle. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. On the left side, it's McDonald. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Set! 180! 55! You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby! Back! Watch it. Take 2 of them. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 6 seconds.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final shot before the break. Stafford looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Block 80! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Shift! Say, takes both of them. Block it!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Set! 260! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run on first down. Mack. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Ready? 180! 55! Hey, eat! It's coming this way, Here we go! Hey, 5-0! Mike 5-5. Hey, Alpha! 5-5.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Check 31, check 31.
From the gun, Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 10.
Operating from the gun, Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
26 Mike. Set the tone, defense.
To throw on third down, Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch twist. Kill.
They'll run here with Mack. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
He's not going to get me. Check mark, check mark. Watch it, it's a party now. Easy alert.
From the gun, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film section, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Tight right. 3 down. Motion, 89. Watch 89. Switch. Check three.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
I smell fear in that offense. Easy. Switch. My 55. Hey, eat. Got you.
Now Ben going to give this one to counter. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
1st down, a run with Smallwood. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
66.
On first down, Smallwood. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Smallwood. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
These two. World. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
26 Mike. Hey, 54. Hey, Delta. 32. Hey, easy. Man, move it. You got to get that.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Stafford. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready? 250. Hey, check. Watch right. We got right. Get that quarterback.
They go right back to Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Blue 60! It's our time. It's our time.
Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in the tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
On first down, it's Samuels. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
At the 38-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they run with Smallwood, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Going right back to Smallwood. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Keep playing hard.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something.
He's got a man, complete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Dances by him. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run it. It's Mack. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, backside guys.
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, easy! Hey, give me a radar. 26 Mike. What we got? Watch twitch. Watch the
First throw in overtime for Stanford. He's going to sling this deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
26
On 1st and 10, Stanford. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. 23 yards on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
You draw corpus.
Looking to run with Mack. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really...